Loading Garrus.
Shepard, I admit I was worried about you on that dig site. Things got pretty hectic. Not used to feeling like that, you know. That's what love does. Turns a guy like me into a nervous wreck with something to lose and the aim to make sure he doesn't. Nobody better hurt you, is all I'm saying. Not right now.
Not right now. Ready for the next mission? Not right now. Everyone's getting snippy with me.
So, are you doing a story on the Asari who were turned into Reaper creatures?
The Ardat Yakshi? No.
I think that story would be perfect for you. The hidden dark side of the most beautiful race in the galaxy.
We have a huge Asari audience. If I do that story, I could lose them.
That seems a bit like pandering.
Ever seen how fast an e-democracy can abandon its allies?
No.
If I do my job, you won't.
Well, it's not really the hidden dark side. It's just they're turned into Reaper monsters. So not really. It's not a hidden dark side because it's not a part of who they normally are. I'll forgive you for not entirely making sense, Trainer, though, because you saved us with a toothbrush.
If Leviathan is a defector, a Reaper that broke away from the others, then it is also a traitor, and traitors are never to be trusted, even among the enemy. If they can betray their own kind, imagine what they can do to you. For one who claims to be an expert on my people, your Asari knows very little. Your Asari continues to question me. I'm beginning to wish her kind had never learned to talk. Commander.
Did they not know how to talk when you found them? I guess the question is how early that was. Come on, Donnie.
Okay, toughest mission.
Horizon.
No fair, I hadn't joined up with you yet.
Fine, the Dead Reaper then.
Really? The husks just ran up to us.
Have you ever noticed that I carry a sniper rifle? You're the one who likes things at short range.
And you prefer to keep everything at a distance.
From husks, absolutely.
Creepiest thing we fought.
The Thorian, your turn.
I'm going with the Rachni.
The Queen? But we didn't fight her either time.
No, the little ones. They look like spiders and they scuttle right toward you.
I thought you liked it when things got up close and personal.
Not when it's spiders. I'm glad Ann Bryson got out safely. I just hope we find Leviathan before the Reapers do. Hey!
So that's the one. Okay. I could be wrong, but I think that dialogue has branching dialogue. In that... Sorry. If you're not romancing either character, you get that conversation. But the whole, like, talking about things getting up close and personal and stuff like that, I think that part gets, like, slightly, like, double entendre territory if you're not romancing either of them, because it's setting the groundwork for them getting together. No fair, I wasn't with you yet. Yeah, I gotta remind myself which Horizon they're talking about, because there's been 2 Horizon encounters now.
If another Harvester keeps me from dropping you off in the target LZ, so help me.
That's the bond. Don't let those oversized roaches push you around.
Mr. Vega, taking on a sky full of worm necks and a troop transport is like sending you against the Earth invasion armed with brass knuckles.
What, you don't think I could do it?
I appreciate you checking in on me. Ma'am?
You don't think you could do it? I think you could do it. I've got faith in you, Vega, although I did beat your pull-up record.
I don't know the scientific measurement of a shitload, but that seemed like a shitload of harvesters. Hey.
I guess the takeaway is that since I beat your pull-up record, then if you could do it with brass knuckles, then I could do it without them. Harvesters aren't so bad, though. The main key is their vulnerability, that they're entirely armor, and they're very easy to hit. So just spam your anti-armor abilities. It feels like a unit specifically designed to punish people for being soldier class. Except I think soldier class has fire attacks, which would kind of invalidate that a bit too, huh?
Commander?
So I guess it doesn't matter either way. Well, back to the Citadel, again. Once again going back to the lab.
Hello? Anne? You here?
Yes, I'm sorry. Just... This is hard.
Of course. You alright?
Yes. No. I don't know. My father and I didn't leave things in a great state.
An argument?
Yes. It was trivial. A disagreement on how to file some of the specimens. I was mad about something else. I don't remember what. I took it out on him. So stupid.
That's alright. I can come back.
No, please. I'm okay. Seeing all this again, he was so obsessed. Crazy sometimes.
I didn't get a chance to know him.
Oh, sometimes I felt the same way. He was a great man. A pioneer. But he could be distant. I felt like an inconvenience growing up.
You sound angry.
I was angry. Still am, I guess. But sometimes, he was so full of stories, he nearly burst. I loved that about him. It's why I signed up for this work. I can't believe he's gone.
We'll figure this out.
We have to. I need to know what's on the other end of that artifact. What he died for.
We need your help. You're our last chance.
You're right. Let me dig into my father's work to see what I can find.
Anne, you sure you're up for this?
Yes. When Leviathan took control of me, I remember being somewhere cold and dark. But my father taught me to never be afraid of the dark.
She's downstairs. Is there anything else up here? It's weird that I just stayed up here when she left. That's rough, though. She's dealing with loss. Is there anything doing? Should I be investigating or just talk to her? I'd probably just talk to her at this point.
I'm still amazed your father got his hands on a piece of a Reaper.
He was so excited. Your claims validated years of work.
Did you take appropriate steps to prevent indoctrination?
Of course. It was completely shielded, and we all had regular psych evals. But now, thanks to the artifact, I'm indoctrinated anyway, aren't I? Might as well be a Arachnite drone waiting for orders from the Queen.
It's dangerous, almost self-sabotaging work to research anything Reaper-related.
You studied the Arachnite?
I wrote my dissertation on them. My father thought it was a waste of time, but now, it might actually help us understand Leviathan.
In what way?
We think of the Arachnite as telepathic, but there's really no such thing. At short range, the Queen uses pheromones to give orders. At long range, she uses an organic kind of quantum entanglement communicator. Whatever Leviathan does must be similar, entangling particles to stimulate neural activity. It uses the artifact to establish a connection, and then it controls the mind of anyone near it.
So we think this orb has quantum entanglement to it. What? Vega, what are you doing here?
What brings you down here, James?
Saw what happened to Anne back at the dig site. That ain't right.
Well, make yourself comfortable.
Are you not paying attention to this thing that's just staring at you?
Commander, you see this thing? This is great! Ow, son of a... Hey, Edie, husk bites, they don't turn you into a husk or anything, right?
I recommend you apply Metagel.
You want to try it again? Are you going to try poking again, Vega? I dare you. I dare you?
Hey, if nobody claims this thing, we could take it with us. You know, for research or, I don't know, whatever.
Research? Is that what you're gonna call it? It's just staring at you. How are you not creeped out by this? Deliver this to your cabin.
Alright, just don't tell anybody.
Nice! You think Esteban will let me set up bowling pins in the cargo bay?
What? Bowling pins out of husk heads? Is that what we're going for? Also, it's a funny joke, but we probably shouldn't take a Reaper thing at all, of any kind, onto the ship.
We didn't detect any energy emissions from the artifact.
But the Reapers were able to use the artifact to trace Leviathan somehow.
My theory is that most of the time, the artifact simply acts as a receiver. We'll only be able to trace Leviathan through it when it actively takes control of someone.
As it did on the asteroid.
Right. Unless it needs something, Leviathan doesn't bother communicating. I guess it and my father had something in common.
Oh,
You said
shit.
Leviathan's control was similar to a quantum entanglement communicator, which is untraceable.
Yes, but this isn't a natural QEC. Leviathan has to send a pulse through the artifact to alter your mind and create the quasi-QEC effect.
And that can be traced.
Right. Just like at the dig site. The Reapers were tracing the signal by activating the artifact. My father wanted to be at that dig site. He was getting...
And I know this is hard, but if there's anything more you can tell us.
I don't think there's anything more I can tell you. But maybe I can show you.
What are you saying?
The artifact only sends out a signal when Leviathan's controlling someone. So let it control me. You could trace the signal.
You mean let it take you over? That's too dangerous.
It's my call, not yours. You said I'm your last chance to find this thing.
We have no idea what will happen.
If we wait, the Reapers will get to Leviathan first. I'm the only one here who's spent enough time with it to do this. You're looking for something to fight the Reapers, Commander. I'm looking for the monster that murdered my father.
We still don't know what we're looking for.
Then let's find out.
Commander, this thing we're doing with Anne sounds dangerous as hell.
Noted. Edie?
Energy signature locked in, waiting for activation.
This is pretty gutsy.
I don't know about guts. Crazy, maybe.
I'm gonna be right here.
Okay. I'm ready.
James, drop the containment shield.
Shield is dropped.
Artifact online.
Anything?
Nothing yet. Wait. There's something. I feel a chill.
Edie?
No trace yet.
Holy hell!
Signal is tracking. Maintain connection.
Turn back. The darkness can't be breached.
Yo!
Maintain connection.
Listen to me. I found you, and the Reapers are right behind me.
You have brought them.
You are a threat.
So are you. I've seen what you can do. The war needs you.
There is no war. There is only the harvest.
Edie, do we have enough?
Partial lock. Maintain connection to narrow the search.
You heard her. We got enough. I'm hitting the shield.
Do it.
Man.
Anne, are you alright?
Yes. I think so.
Did we get anything?
Yes, but it will take some time to search. Coordinates sent to the Normandy.
Good. It's a start.
Commander, I sense something else. Anger.
It knows we're getting close.
I think it wants to kill you.
Come on, let's get you some help.
Let's get the hell away from the everything here as fast as possible, basically. Ah! My brain! They're gonna scramble my brain! Search successful. Scans reveal a faint trace of Leviathan's energy signature. Closer examination required for confirmation.
Coordinates match our trace of Leviathan.
So he's on Despoina and Tofet. So I could have narrowed it down the usual way. Well, not the usual way, but in the usual style, in that you can find out the exact system that he's in immediately. But instead of doing search filters, you have to basically endanger our friend back there, and maybe even potentially ruin them, much like her father's assistant, where they went into a coma. Not a good idea, unless you're just a monster about it. This planet, it was only spotted recently by human space probes, and no records indicate it has been explored since. Scans indicate it is covered in an ocean of liquid water and has a nitrogen-oxygen atmosphere. It is highly likely to have at least some photosynthetic life.
Cortez, what's the status on the probe we launched?
Tracking it now, Commander. I've confirmed that Leviathan's signal originates from this planet. Heard how, Anne helped us locate it. It's pretty spooky stuff.
Never seen anything like it. Can't imagine what's waiting for us down there.
Reaper Killer, assuming Bryson's task force had it right, doesn't look like it wants to be found.
It doesn't have a choice, we're here.
Sure, but now what? Let's suppose it is a Reaper. Is that the kind of help we want?
We're not gonna win this war by turning away help, even if it does have blood on its hands.
Commander, new readings from the probe. It's narrowed down Leviathan's location. You're not gonna like it.
Let's hear it.
There's nothing but ocean. I show a concentration of structures floating on the surface, but the probe's giving us a signal below that. Way below.
Underwater?
Looks that way. The shuttle should still be able to reach it.
That's possible?
The Kodiak is spec'd to nearly 1,000 atmospheres, but I've never actually tested that.
Guess we're gonna find out. Status!
Some kind of pulse hit us! Systems are shutting down! Brace for impact!
Everyone all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. Not our best entrance, Shepard.
How's the shuttle, Cortez?
Checking now. I'll see if I can get power restored.
Copy that. We'll look around.
Busted ships, makeshift shelters. We're not the first ones down by that pulse.
Could be Leviathan's last line of defense.
I'm not recognizing any of those ships. They're ancient.
This is a hell of a thing, huh? So, now we perhaps know why it's called Leviathan. We're on an ocean planet where there's sunken ships everywhere. Anyone who tried to approach this thing probably gets grounded. And given that they weren't little shuttles that can conveniently land on a platform, they're pretty much screwed if they crash into the ocean. Still, kind of bummed out we don't get to see the Kodiak survive underwater. Datapad log. Atten Brooks. The hull will hold. That's what they say. Whatever god watches over Ezo prospectors came through for us. Despite a hell of a smack in the water landing, the MSV Monarch displaces enough air to stay afloat. We're all thankful we're alive. Captain Pratt even ordered the champagne broken out. Helps perspective, I guess. The big puzzle? What drowned us in the first place? Kunshan says it wasn't lightning, some kind of pulse. A directed energy weapon seems likely. But where would it have come from? There's no radio traffic. The whole bloody ocean's silent. Tonight, the techs are going to try rerouting the power to get a good mass drop before getting the thrusters firing. If all goes well, we'll be airborne in 24 hours. I actually like the fact that Vegas shows up. Vegas? I'm just changing his names now. I like that Vegas shows up during the in-between mission part too, because it kind of adds a nice continuity to the fact that I'm using him on this mission series.
how old these are?
If your bones that clean. Real old.
How clean are they? It's clearly in, like, a whole body. Oh, there's some skulls there, I guess. It's clearly the same human remain asset, though, that was on that table, though. Whereas these are apparently newer? Were they hanging out in a room with older remains? Because that's creepy. Itapag, Shen Kunshan. Attempts to get airborne have failed every time. The damage done by the pulses, if you can call it damage, doesn't make physical sense. The connections aren't fried, but the Monarch's thrusters disengage. The distress beacon is likewise dead, but most of our electronics are still functioning. It doesn't seem to be a result of shielding. Without a distress beacon, we've got no chance. I hear bad things about ration supplies, and I think that's why the captain ordered us to collect rainwater and set up tents on the deck. It keeps us busy. Brooks has been talking about using the Triton's weapons to try blast fishing. I agree, but I haven't seen anything that looks like fish. I wish I were an optimist. Yeah, it's a shit situation and everyone's probably dead. Why is there a pool of blood? Why is there a pool? What? Like, this is supposed to be utterly ancient, and the super ancient remains, but then there's, like, pools of wet blood everywhere? Holy crap, there's a lot of bodies here, by the way.
Shepard, we got... Look up there!
Give me a second. There we go.
We've got company, Shepard. Must have been right behind us.
Oh, where are they? I feel like it's just best for everyone's interest that something like that gets wiped out before it indoctrinates somebody, if we can find them. Where the baddies at? Also, really quickly here, Bing, and oh, you already activated? Oh, it's not active on me though, so activate it for me. There we go. Hey, more survey data. It's just everywhere. Ow, by the way. Stop that. There we go. Fixed him. Oh, it counted as a dodge. Weird. Bye! We have fun. Oh, I hit something. Fix it. There we go. Watch out. Watch out. Going for the punch. You too. Wow, so everyone here was indoctrinated. In fact, these guys might have been... Well, no, these guys probably are actual Reapers, though. So these are probably not the crew. I've just gotten used to the idea of everyone being members of the crew whenever I get to a place full of husks and there's any hint of indoctrination.
Cortez, what happened to almost there?
Out of development, Commander. Fixing it now.
Well, these enemies don't exactly require me to take cover, do they? Not that kind of crew. Oh, hi. It's oddly refreshing to not take cover and just be standing in the open and using powers and dodging away. Change of pace. Oops. Bad angle. So I take it the damage probably compromised the hull and it probably can't be used subaquatically anymore. Come out, wherever you are. Hi there. Oh. Oh, there it goes. I fling stuff straight at my face so often, with no consequence. I'm very lucky. Whee!
Another pulse hit me! Flight control scrambled!
Damn it! Cortez is in trouble! Get to him!
Are you fighting at this range with a shotgun? Oh no, that's a particle rifle. Never mind. Off we go!
Under fire!
I'm coming! There we go, dealt with. Where's the other guy? You're hiding around this corner, I know you are. Boing! Oh, got me. Where are they? Oh, he's down here. Crap. I'm about to die. That's bad for me. Oh, you're still alive. Oh, I lost lock on right when I pressed the button. Dang it. Hey there.
Okay,
That looked like it hurt.
Nice work, Commander. But there's a development. We need to talk.
I got a missile launcher, I'm good.
Status.
Shuttle's a mess, Commander. That pulse knocked it right out of the air. We're not going anywhere.
What about the Normandy? Joker could swing by.
Same thing would happen to her. And the landing won't be as pretty. I'd say Leviathan has some sort of defense system in place.
Then we aren't getting out of here until we find it. So how do we do that?
Well, you might be able to use a mech. Looks like it's rigged for diving.
A diving mech?
It's a Triton model. Military grade, repurposed for deep sea exploration. As long as the seawater hasn't corroded it, you should be good to go.
I'm game. We chased Leviathan this far. Let's finish this.
It's a long ways down. Not gonna sugarcoat it.
I hear you, and time's wasting.
Hold on a second. Are we actually considering?
First, we'll need to restore power to get that cargo door open.
How?
There's your answer.
These old Ballard-class ships are equipped with exterior power sockets. They use them for emergency repairs. We can strip the cells from the shuttle and use those for juice. Hang on, I'll get you started. Got a cell for you, Commander. Find somewhere to plug that in.
Where is it? Oh, there it is. Aha! Oh god. Power level 0. Okay, let's go plug it into this. The power of Ballard compels you! Get out of here. Get off of here. This is a hell of a risk, though. Yeah, we're just gonna go down, you know, underwater, alone, to meet a Reaper thing. What could go wrong? We're just talking about risking Shepard. Oh no, it's draining. Ah! Made a mistake. Oh, that was a teammate instead of an enemy. My bad. Okay, then back to the power socket. I thought I was supposed to click on him again. Whoops. Okay, onward then, right? Okay, so he's giving me one cell at a time or something? So he's gonna grab a cell each time and I need to keep charging it by about 30% and then plugging it in over and over again. Okay. No one's really fighting me at all right now, so I'm just walking back and forth between two spots, having a swell time. Here, get another cell, Cortez. I'm on this. Just don't let it fall under 70. And it should be good, I think. We're good. We're good. Oh, we are so gonna die. Also, there's so many of those things here. Ow! I'm getting shot a lot getting in this thing. Don't screw up my mech, I just got it. You're scratching the paint. My poor teammates are both down right now. Well, these guys are way easier to hit than those Cerberus operatives from... Holy crap, Grissom Academy? That was so long ago. Was that last time I used a mech? Alright. Kind of counting against my earlier comments about being easy to hit. There we go. Can I get my teammates back up? I don't think I can. Melee time. I can't really see because I'm in first person, but I'm assuming melee works. How are we doing? I really can't see what's going on. Haha, you're dead. Is there someone behind me?
That did it. Looks like we're in the clear now, Commander. Good. I need to get in the water before they come back. Roger that. Walk the mech back to me when you're ready to dive. I should check it over first.
I just ran over Garrus and he's dead now. The end. Sorry.
Alright, Commander. Let's get you out of there and I'll do a systems check.
Whoa. Hey, Commander. Are you really serious about this plan?
We've come too far to stop now. The way home is through Leviathan.
Okay, SEALs, check out. Oxygen pressure is nominal. Systems are a go. It's as ready as I can make it.
Let's go.
But Shepard...
I'll be fine. Closing hatch. Engaging systems. Ready.
Testing comlink.
I read you. Here goes. Commencing dive in 3, 2, 1.
Garrus does not like this.
Suit holding up, Commander.
Looks good so far.
Good. Getting some comm interference on this end.
Copy that. Cortez? Cortez! Not sure if you can read me up there. Looks like I've finished the major descent. Can't see much from here. Suit is holding up. Emergency systems have come online. Life support operational. Scanner indicates the probe is below my position. Looking for a way down.
Well, this is a change of pace. Don't die down here, Commander.
Shutting down all non-critical systems to preserve remaining power. Not sure how much juice the emergency thruster will need to get me back to the surface. Can't worry about that now.
Oh my god. Look at the right side of the screen. The right side of the screen is the exact same text feed from the hacking minigame of Mass Effect 2. It's the exact same patterns. I recognize it because they made me play it so much. Those are absolutely segments of code from that game.
Something is definitely down there.
That's such a great little case of repurposed asset. That's great. I'm not firing the flares, by the way.
Directly below me. Looks like the final drop.
Oh, that's so much further down. This thing's already in the danger zone. Oh, bad idea, bad idea, bad idea, bad idea.
Can't see anything just yet.
Oh, this is so much worse in first person. When it was just a cutscene, I was like, okay, but now it's in first person. I'm like, I don't like being down here.
Found the probe. Seems intact. I'm gonna keep moving.
I do not like the deep ocean. Although this one doesn't have any indication of actual sea life in it. It's still a horrible abyss. Where are you firing that off to? What? You fired it off to like the next entire area.
This is not your domain. You have breached the darkness.
You killed a Reaper. I need to know why.
They are the enemy. One that seeks our extermination.
But I thought you were a Reaper.
They are only echoes. We existed long before.
Then what are you?
Something more. Your mind belongs to me. Breathe.
Anne? What's happening?
Your memories give voice to our words. Your nature will be revealed to us. Accept this.
You took down a Reaper. You could help win this war. Why the hell are you hiding down here?
There is no war. There is only the harvest.
Then help us stop it.
None have possessed the strength in past cycles. Your own species could be destroyed with a single thought. But you are different. I have witnessed your actions in this cycle. The destruction of Sovereign, the fall of the Collectors. The Reapers perceive you as a threat. And I must understand why. Before the cycles, our kind was the apex of life in the galaxy. The lesser species were in our thrall, serving our needs. We grew more powerful and they were cared for, but we could not protect them from themselves. Over time, the species built machines that then destroyed them. Tribute does not flow from a dead race. To solve this problem, we created an intelligence with a mandate to preserve life at any cost. As the intelligence evolved, it studied the development of civilizations. Its understanding grew until it found a solution. In that instant, it betrayed us. It chose our kind as the first harvest. From our essence, the first Reaper was created. You, Ballard, Harbinger.
You built that machine despite what you saw the other races experience. Why?
You cannot conceive of a galaxy that bends to your will. Every creature, every nation, every planet we discovered became our tools. We were above the concerns of lesser species. The intelligence was envisioned as simply another tool.
And now we all pay the price for your mistake.
There was no mistake. It still serves its purpose.
How did the intelligence defeat you?
To find a solution, it required information. Physical data drawn from organic life in the cosmos. It created an army of pawns that searched the galaxy, gathering this data. There was no warning. No reason given when they turned against us. Only slaughter. Only the harvest.
How did you remain hidden all this time?
Our extermination was not complete. Some survived and found refuge in the dark corners of the galaxy. I am their progeny. Over the cycles, the thrall races were controlled, removing traces of our existence as we directed them to. In this way, our survival was kept secret from the Reapers. Today, we reach out through the fragments and watch for discovery.
Fragments? You mean the artifacts we found?
They provide a window into the galaxy. Tools for exploring the events of this cycle from the safety of this world. Through them, we watch, we study, and remain in the shadows.
What do you know about the Crucible?
We have watched
Tell me about the Reapers.
Each harvest ends with the birth of a Reaper, perfect in its design, each formed in Harbinger's image, our image. Each Reaper has the power to influence organics. Over countless cycles, this ability was refined, perfected, and gave rise to indoctrination.
But what's the point of all these harvests?
The intelligence has one purpose: preservation of life. That purpose is not being fulfilled. It directed the Reapers to create the mass relays to speed the time between cycles to greatest efficiency. The galaxy itself became an experiment. Evolution its tool.
Will it ever end?
Unknown. Until the intelligence finds what it's looking for, the harvest will continue.
Okay, you made your point. Will you help stop the cycle?
I have searched your mind. You are an anomaly, yet that is not enough.
Wait!
The cycle will continue.
No! You've been watching. You know this cycle is different.
We will survive. You will remain here as a servant of our needs. The Reapers will harvest the rest.
If you release me, no one has to be harvested.
Nothing will change.
You're responsible for this. Every race that's ever been destroyed is because of you. And now the Reapers will destroy you too, unless you start fighting. Even if you survive the battle today, the Reapers won't stop. Ever. Release me and we have a chance to end this once and for all. I've earned it. Out there fighting where you should be.
It is clear why the Reapers perceive you as a threat. Your victories are more than a product of chance. We will fight, but not for you or any lesser race. We were the first, the Apex race. We will survive. And the Reapers who trespass on this world will understand our power. They will become our slaves. Today, they pay their tribute in blood.
Talk to me. We're good to go. I don't know what the commander did, but the pulse is offline.
Reaper inbound!
Shepard, wake up! She's freezing.
You okay?
Yeah. I'm fine. Hell of a headache.
Never do that again.
I've got Ann Bryson on the comm.
Good. Put her through.
Commander.
You feeling better?
Yes, thank you. I'm doing fine. What happened?
We found it, Ann. We found Leviathan.
Was it worth it?
It was. We exposed it. Pushed it into the light. Whether it likes it or not, it's part of this war now.
Sounds like an amazing story.
One for the history books.
Well, I look forward to hearing all about it. My father would appreciate this, knowing the truth is out there. In the meantime, Admiral Hackett has asked me to join his scientific team. We all have our part to play. I should get to it.
Take care, Ann. And thanks for all your help. Shepard out.
Commander, I finished reading your report.
The Alliance wanted more intelligence on the Reapers. I'd say we got it.
Our people will be studying it for years to come. They're already calling it the Leviathan Codex. It rewrites galactic history as we know it.
Whatever else it means, it tells me the Reapers had a beginning. And maybe now we'll provide them with an end.
That's one way to look at it. I guess it's the only way. So go out there and make it happen. This is a big step in the right direction, Shepard. Good work.
Thank you, sir.
Hackett out.
So this is a pretty massive development for the Mass Effect universe. Finding out why the Reapers look the way they do, for example, is because they look like the people that made them. They are derivative of an organic race, just like how the Geth look like Quarians with snake heads or whatever. Like, the Leviathan's race is what the Reapers were. Do they show up in here? Leviathan Enthrallment Team. A mixed species team of special operations soldiers have volunteered to covertly deliver Leviathan artifacts behind enemy lines. These attacks aim to make Reaper creatures thralls of the Leviathans. On a small scale, this could cause chaos and disruption. On a large scale, and if given enough time, it could form an army of Reaper creatures dedicated to exterminating their own kind. The team's major limiting factors are the small number of artifacts and the reluctance of Alliance commanders to operate openly with such a potent weapon for fear Reapers might develop a countermeasure. Yeah, I kind of feel bad for all the ones I blew up on purpose now, but, you know, at the time, it was an obvious move. Surely they can make more, right? They're so freaky looking, though, by the way, these deep-sea creatures that are the origins of the Reapers. Suddenly their weird appearance makes a whole lot more sense, although I question their strangeness. Also, there's clearly a bunch of them, too, and not just one Leviathan. Also, we found out the Harbinger's the first Reaper. Who is still alive, isn't he? Yeah, we defeated Harbinger's plan, but we didn't defeat him in the second game. So it looks like Bryson's family owed a great debt by humanity and the galaxy for ultimately being the ones that led to the reintroduction of the Reaper's master race back into the war, we are now well past double the threshold for filling up that green meter, funnily enough, at 6,300. Holy crap. That definitely helps when the freaking Leviathan bonus is 400. Although, honestly, it almost seems like it should be larger than that, given the context of what they are and what they do, and the fact that they can turn Reapers against each other, potentially. That's massive. And terrifying. It's a really cool development. Don't know if it'll actually ever come up again, but still. You can definitely see why it's a good idea to play this DLC later on, because this kind of revelation... it's one thing already with the Arrival to blow up an entire Batarian system of 300,000 people being dead, and then have to continue playing the game after that for way longer, because that quest shows up at the very beginning of Act 2, and so it feels super misplaced. But this one, Leviathan, they made an even bigger mistake, I think, because this kind of revelation should come near the end of the game. Otherwise, it feels really weird that no one's acknowledging it the entire game, more so than even the Arrival. And yet, unlike Arrival's already weirdly misplaced at being at the beginning of Act 1, the beginning of Act 2, instead of where it probably should be, which is after the ending. This game's revelation is available to you almost immediately, as shown by the fact that I stumble into Dr. Bryson's lab right at the beginning of the game. Like, you can go and do this mission almost right off the bat with half your party members not even introduced yet. Did I even have Garrus at that point? I'm trying to remember. Like, you might even be able to do it without even getting Garrus in your party. I forget the exact timeline, but having this happen at the beginning of the playthrough and then not acknowledging it for the rest of the playthrough would be super weird. Anyway, I am going to use this as an excuse. I think that Shepard could use a little shore leave, because her brain just got scrambled, and that sucks. We should walk around and talk to people again, though, because we just did a very, very major mission. But I think it's time to throw that party. We're out of side things to do. It's time for the big final assault that leads towards the, the linear series of events that lead to the end of the game. I just got my brain scrambled. It's time to throw that party.
Commander?
So the Reapers did not fully exterminate their creators. That suggests they are fallible, even on large or long-term scales. Auxiliary power units are depleted to 82.04% capacity. This should be corrected.
Yeah, I'll get it before we go in atmosphere again.
I will run a diagnostic on it.
Edie, we've got 5 of them.
According to the diagnostic, we now have 4. Hello, Shepard.
It is a good point, yeah. Not only did they fail to wipe out their own creators, they have failed to wipe out their own creators every cycle, because they've still been there this entire time. By the way, are they immortal? But not necessarily unkillable necessarily. I assume they're killable, because the Reapers must have killed a bunch of them. They said they were the first harvest. But are they immortal, genetically immortal, like how some forms of turtles and jellyfish or whatever can just live forever as long as nothing kills them? Or presumably forever, because it's hard for us to measure foreverness due to our own mortality.
I've been thinking about what we learned, Shepard. The thing is, I don't really care what the Reapers are or where they're from. They're monsters that need to be put down. That's all I need to know. Hey there.
You don't care where they're from and what they are, sure, but it's still potentially useful information for taking them down, and that's why we need to learn about them. But yeah, they've apparently their master race. What do I call? Did we have a name for them? Did I miss the name for them? I just want to call them Leviathans at this point. But the progenitors of the, obviously saying master race is really problematic. The progenitors of the Reapers have been down there for so long. Don't know if they've been procreating or just existing idly, but that's actually huge.
Greetings, Commander.
Honestly, we should be able to get more information from them than we probably did. But I guess they're not going to give us schematics on where to best shoot the Reapers or anything like that.
I can only imagine talking to something so huge, so alien. I hope it helps against the Reapers. Good to see you again, Shepard.
Sure hope all the stuff that happened down there was real. I'm sure it is, but I can't help but notice that a lot of these things seem to happen exclusively to Shepard when she's alone. Like, major information. Like, if this wasn't any other Mass Effect game, nobody would believe her. Just like nobody believes her in every other Mass Effect game whenever she finds out major stuff about the Reapers. But we're well beyond the point of doubting her at this point. Even if she is the sole witness.
Shepard, I looked over your mission report. Gotta say, it feels like we've been after these Reapers forever. From Sovereign to Leviathan, they've been a pain in the ass the whole time. But at least we're starting to see the big picture. Never really thought we'd get any answers. Doesn't change much, but it does make this war feel a whole lot bigger. Maybe later.
It's true. It doesn't necessarily change much. Cool. We got another group of people to fight the Reapers. Okay. They can't tell us how to do the Crucible. They don't have any secrets to share there. They're not telling us how to kill the Reapers. They haven't revealed any grand secret that'll solve all of our problems. They're just gonna fight. It's not... It helps, but it's just another help. It's a big help, but it doesn't change everything the way that you'd hope it would.
Breaking now, a nightmare on Earth. Human leaders using military force on their own people. They say it's to prevent loose cannons from provoking the Reapers. But are they indoctrinated? The Resistance speaks out in the only place they can. The battle space.
Okay, so you'll report on that, but you won't report on the Arctic Yakshi?
So, no regrets over fighting the Reapers on a human ship?
Hey, the Normandy's design was part Turian, remember?
You know what I mean.
No, somebody has to keep you from giving all the Dextros a bad name.
That's right. I remember you chastising me on behalf of my species for losing our homeworld to the Geth.
I never said that.
Would you like me to send you an audio recording?
No, I hate listening to recordings of myself. My voice never comes out right. Listen, about what I said.
Forget it.
No, I was wrong. I was young and I was wrong about your people.
I guess losing Palavin put things in perspective.
Yeah, you could say that. How about you? You ever mind serving on an all-human ship?
Somebody has to stick around to keep you in line.
I hate listening to recordings of my own voice. Voice actor jokes.
So we have Leviathan. I hope it stays on our side. Talk to you later.
Leviathan's not on our side, is the problem. It's just not. They're gonna fight for their own they're gonna fight for themselves, and since the Reapers have found them, now they have to fight each other, but if we defeat the Reapers and the Leviathan is still around, that's probably, like, we've got our own Protheans, basically. The Protheans took over everything, the Leviathan and their people took over everything, like... Basically, this DLC may have made the future of the Mass Effect universe worse. Even if we win.
I have studied your human religions, Commander. Your devil and his fall. Leviathan and its kind deserve the same fate. They once unleashed a plague that has haunted all of our history to this day. I say their own hell is the abyss you found them in. One I hope they never escape from. Many are asking what I eat. They will never know. It is harder to be poisoned that way. Is it true you keep fish in your cabin, Commander? If you require a mate, please look elsewhere. Commander.
If you require a mate, please look elsewhere. Not that I was really expecting anyone to be able to romance Javik, but the matter-of-factness of it is something. Sure. I like this. I like that not-so-smooth moment, too, of no one will ever know what I eat. Is it true you keep fish around? That wasn't a separate dialogue that I queued up. That was actually the next line in that string of dialogue lines he was already saying.
Can't say I was happy sending you down in that submersible by yourself. Don't know why I ever worry about you. Take on ancient aliens from the deep? Sure, no problem.
Good to see you, Commander.
Going down there was a massive risk. Like a huge risk. Commander Shepard seems to be the key to saving the galaxy somehow, and like that thing malfunctioning just means Commander Shepard's dead. And everything always malfunctions all the time in this series. That was a huge risk.
With the Leviathan on our side, maybe we pull this thing off after all.
Maybe, James.
At least Anne's still around to see her dad's work finally pay off. Do you hear that hum? Is that just me? Do you hear that hum? Is that just me?
I do hear a hum in here, yes. Although sometimes when you say that, it makes me worried about indoctrination, the way you keep talking about a hum. Stop it. Stop it, James. Yeah, Shepard makes a lot of really crazy risks over the course of the entire trilogy that could have easily just ended the whole thing right there, but that was a hell of a one. Completely submerging yourself, what, was it 5,000 meters below the ground? Below the surface of the water? I didn't look at the units of the, I didn't really look at the units of the meter that was in the corner of the screen, but it wasn't a great chance.
Commander?
If anything went wrong, she's just dead. There's limits on what the humans can do. Although she, like, well, I was gonna say although she was also in space once, but she also died. And I don't think the Elusive Man's gonna bring her back this time. At least not without that chip.